Hey there, welcome back. We're continuing to work on the Art Nouveau, Kuretake, Gansai, Tambi set of 24. We're on the third set of 6 colors. I'm going to do the blues and beiges now, starting off with 601 grayish blue, which is this beautiful little color right here. And milky, creamy, beautiful. Let's see, what I've got the book on a little bit of a slant here, but trying to get what I want to in the shot and get the shot close enough so that you could see the colors really well. A little bit of a logistical challenge, but I'm up for it. Okay, see, that's a little better. I laid it down a little flat. Just like my water, I'm having to cross over here and put my water over here. Woo! So I don't have to go quite so cross camera every time I need water. This is a lovely little slate blue. It's called grayish blue. I like it. Alright, need a little flatter here, people. Thank you. That's better. More better. Yeah, that's a pretty blue. I'm already imagining some patterns or some florals with these guys. Be a cute little cottage, a house color for a little cottage. A little English cottage, I think. Or very atmospheric sky color too. If you're into landscapes, which I'm not, but I appreciate those that are. Alright, so that was 601 grayish blue. Next is 602 cobalt turquoise. It's just off camera here, but it's this really bright tealy color over here, and you know I'm all for the I'm here for the teals. Let's see what we get with this guy. Oh yeah, it's not disappearing. Disappointing rather. Not disappearing either. Does not disappoint at all. Got more water than pigment though, I'm afraid. Let's try to rectify that. Yeah, definitely got more water than pigment. Fun, just fun. These colors play against each other really well too, I feel. And that sometimes is part of the struggle, as I find as an artist, is color selection. And you know, I don't always have the best sense of it, and I sometimes I doubt myself on my colors. So I like it when a set like this is put together, because then I think, okay, this is a curated set of colors. You know, in watercolor companies, you know, Daniel Smith has the Gene Haynes set, and many other sets where artists put together these colors that all go well together, and that's always helpful to me. Oh yeah, these blues are just yummy. Got a nice light, medium, and dark value, and you know, in these colors, and that's kind of what you're looking for with any blue or pink or red or green. You wanna. I am not doing great with this pigment though. I did not pick up enough. Now I got too much. Does it sound like a broken record? I feel like a broken record. Alright. Okay. Boom. Now I'm going to do some beiges. I've got a ecru beige coming up, and then a flax beige. But the set is not got 6 blues in it, so you know, at some point you just got to go, well, had 6 greens, but not 6 blues. So just, these are almost a yellowy color, but whatever. They're all going to be down on the paper eventually. So we're just not going to get worked up over an order. And besides, I think these will kind of look nice next to each other. Kind of creamy, dreamy. Very creamy and dreamy. This is number 16, if I didn't say that. Ecru beige. Or ecru, depending on where you're from. Tomato, tomato, ecru, ecru. Yeah, I like that color. It's going to look really nice as a stone path or a shadow color as well. To a white. Okay. Seems a little on the thick side there pigment-wise, but we can fix that, right? Yep. Sure. Ooh, hello. Mop that up, didn't we? Okay, that's a little better. See if we can pull that back a little. Okay, there we go. Now let's move on to number 401, Flax Beige. It looks very tan. Yep, it's giving khaki. Excuse me, it's giving African Safari, Banana Republic clothing back in the day. Oh, Crocodile Dundee. A little wet sand at the beach. Ooh, these would be good beach colors, wouldn't it? Because that would be the dry sand, this would be the wet sand, and these would be your I said it. I don't paint those, but for those of you who do, these could be some good beach colors. Wet sand. This next one's called Beige Gray, and I'm wondering if it's going to be the oh, man, what the heck? I got my values all out of whack here. All right, I got to turn this a little bit. I'm sorry to say I can't see in this glare. Where the lights are hitting tonight, I'm really on the struggle bus. All right, let's try this again and let's water this bad boy down. This is much too much pigment. That's better. Yeah, I like that. Flax beige is good. Maybe a tad too lean on that last cell, but let's, of course, I've got way too much now. But it wouldn't be a swatching video if I didn't. So I can pull a little of that back just to get a feel for that wash color. Okay, last one is 406 Beige Gray. Let's see if we can complete our beach scene here. This one looks like it's going to granulate a little bit, like it's got some interesting colors that are separating out. Oh, this is lovely. I like this a lot. Yep. I like it. These could be shadows or wet seashells on the beach as well. fun. Fun, fun, fun. Okay. Well, next round will be the reds and the yellows. We'll do those on the next side over here, and we'll see you again then. Thanks for stopping by. See ya.